Alright. So back to where we was going. Bump, 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 bump. Mm. So you don't think about things like this. But right now, it is the month of February. You're gonna graduate in the month of what?
Late eight, late April slash early May.
Okay. So that's in how many months?
2 months.
2 months. And that means if you get your hair cut every like month, how many more haircuts you got?
Probably gonna cut it once every 2 weeks. So in that
Oh,
case,
who gonna cut it every 2 weeks? Me?
no, not you.
I was gonna say, cause that was news to me. If you was telling me that, but so if it's getting cut monthly by me, that means you have how many more cuts by me in under this roof while you living under this roof anyway.
Well, I'm not gonna be moved out until I'm 18.
Who says?
Um,
You can give me the sign. If you going to the military, I can sign. I'll sign for you to leave before that. You want to go early? You can do that. There ain't no thing. Whatever I need to sign, just sign your life. I mean your name on the dotted line.
well,
So as soon as you finish, you can be out of here. You get shipped out, my boy. So that's why I said this about your second to last haircut right now. I'm gonna try and get you to see. Boy, if you don't watch that fuss up. And the next one, I really do need to find that number one clipper. Actually, no, I don't. I'm gonna just get. I got another clipper. It's another system though. I'm gonna dig up into your head.
and then again, part of the reason why I wanted to wait until August was so I go and have more time to physically prep for my basic.
Bro, don't worry about prepping for basic. Please don't.
the thing that you have to understand is there's gonna be so many people that is out of shape and in no condition. They're gonna show up there horrible. As long as you don't show up like that, you'll be fine.
Yeah, but I don't want to just show up there decent. I'm gonna show up there doing max out the PT test.
Okay.
I want to be excellent.
Okay. Well, it don't take long to be excellent. The biggest thing that you got to do is be a runner.
Yep.
That's all you got to do, because you can already do the push-ups, you can already do the crunches, and if you can't do the crunches, you should be able to.
I haven't been doing anything high rep endurance tests, but the last time I checked how long I can plank, right now I can.
Don't worry about planking. You're not gonna do planking. Don't worry about planking. You can do planking, but I wouldn't, because it's just you want to do all of the things that allow you to go at speed. That's what you want to do. Because planking is slowing you down, because you got to hold it for a certain amount of time. Whereas you can bump out, like, I would finish.
You can spam crunches.
I would finish at like 30 seconds. That's how I would do it when I was first in there. Because you only had to do like 60 something. Now push-ups, I could do 60 push-ups in 30 seconds. 60 Air Force push-ups, that is. I can do that, no problem. 30 seconds. And the trick is, don't keep going to see how many you can do and all. That's not the goal. The goal is to go right at the maximum. That's the goal. Because anything more, you're wasting energy from your run. Because that's where all of your efforts is going to have to go into. Making sure that you can finish that run in the allotted amount of time to classify for highest. I'll tell you another secret. I have never scored a perfect on that run. Because I'm not a runner, because I don't like to run. You, on the other hand, you like to run. You just got to get back into it, and you'll be able to do that, no problem.
Yeah, because I already have a decent aerobic base. I just need to go get back into running.
Hey, you got to get back into peak form. That's all.
Listen, I don't know if I remember, I'm probably doing like a 2 mile, like maybe 18 minutes right now.
A 2 mile and 18?
Yeah, because
I don't know if that's. I don't think that's pretty good, but
it is not.
You're gonna have to get a lot better than that if you want to cap out, if you want to max out.
I mean, it's not out of shape, but it's not good either. My mile time is faster because I'm very bad at pacing myself. Because I get bored and I run too fast, then I gas out, and then I get absolutely cooked in the last half mile. That's it. So that I texted Davion and I told him how it gears got. So he said, "Yo, people gotta stop, bruh." And then I said, "But on that note, Wave God, I need to talk to you later about them waves." And he said, "Say less."
Yeah, let me get you right. You need the waves right.
You know, I don't think because I know they already banned twists and stuff, but I don't think they banned waves yet.
No. They haven't banned waves. You can definitely get some waves in the Air Force. That ain't no problem. And you say they banned twists, but I've seen plenty of dudes pushing it. Now, I'm going to tell you, don't be one of them airmen. You don't want to be the airman that's pushing the limit of the rating. Don't be that cat. Don't highlight yourself.
I'm not.
You want to be the airman that get up in there, that go and get their degree doing their community service, that's doing all of the stuff. Because, I mean, basically just continue to be who you have been as a son. And you're going to be fine. You'll be recognized, and you'll probably promote every time, first time. But then, what you do is you go on and submit that package, because you can go to the Air Force Academy if you want. And they'll pay for that for free. Now, I'm going to tell you, you go to the Air Force Academy, you will be whiteified. They will Caucasianize you. You will be Caucasianized, and you will more than likely marry a white woman. I'm just going to tell you. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
No.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
no,
Okay. Don't
no,
look, don't look
no.
there. Don't. Trust me. Trust me. Okay. Trust me on that.
Y'all ain't finna Wi-Fi me because I cannot marry.
Then you're gonna be isolated. You're gonna be isolated. Those are your options. Isolation and be miserable there, or go on and adjust and blend in and assimilate to the board. You gonna have to assimilate, my boy.
Yeah, I ain't going to Air University.
It's free. It gonna cost you something though. It's gonna cost you your identity. So
do they got what kind of stuff they got in Air University?
At Air? I didn't say Air University. Air University, I said the Air Force Academy.
The Air Force
Air
Academy.
University. You lived on the Air Force Academy, son. Do you not remember that? When you was in Colorado, that was the Air Force Academy.
Oh.
Yes.
I was clicking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I only got a couple of programs then. But
It's getting there. Look at it. It's getting there.
Hey, look at
It's getting there. It's getting there. Now all you really gotta add is just I'm gonna do a little bit of polishing up on it, and then you're gonna have to add a shape up, and then you're gonna have to add the waves. That's you gotta do that.
Cause once I get the waves, this ain't about to be looking clean.
I didn't even have a one clipper guard, which is interesting. I just had a 1.5.
Because one of the things I'm going to get back in the habit of doing is I'm going to build my way back up. Because I've been doing muscular strength rather than muscular endurance, which is really what those PT tests are. How fast your muscles fatigue or don't fatigue. So right now, because I've been slacking on doing endurance push-ups.
Okay, hey. Your head is moving every time you talk. I need you to stop a little bit. Slow down. You done went into preacher mode.
About to create an OG real climb. This brings so many good memories, Daddy.
Yeah. Stealing money? Did you do that or was that Chauncey?
That was Chauncey.
Yeah. Chauncey been stealing from the beginning.
I only stole the money once. That was a one-time thing.
That was in Colorado, what?
No, that was in Beale. I was in Beale. Mommy got so mad when I spent when I spent the whole paycheck on them gems.
You ain't spend no whole paycheck, son. Come on now.
It wasn't a whole paycheck. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. I misremember. It was like $200 I spent. So I spent like 10%. No, not 10%.
No, just relax. You don't have to do any calculations. You already told the total, so percentages don't even matter.
I spent like $200 on transfer. Mommy was so mad. She was like, everybody you spend that money on the guns. I said, Mommy, I didn't know because it was a big airport. I thought that cost in-game money. I just kept clicking it, not knowing it was costing real money. Then I went to sleep after a little while, and then went to bed. But this game is one of my favorite games because I have so many good memories of this game. It was actually the game that I played during the time when I had my first occupation there. It's like my very first. She used to let me play this game.
Miss Darcy?
Yes, Miss Darcy.
Mm-hmm. Darcy.
Miss Darcy. She used to let me play this game after we finished while I wait for you. I love this game so much.
Nostalgia vibes. Alright. Uh-oh. Yep. They don't work if you don't plug them. Yeah, so
Y'all better leave that baby alone.
Alright. So what you been watching in the news that got your attention? Talk about them Epstein files.
Oh, well, I have plenty of things to talk about. Well, for one thing, many of them top company CEOs, surprise, surprise, they were in the Epstein files and were on his island doing unimaginably awful things to children. Oh, and they were also eating people too.
you said what?
They were eating people.
Oh.
Am I surprised?
Oh no! If
No.
you look at the history, if you know the history of the country, yeah, that was in there. We don't have to talk about that part. The cannibalism.
Yeah. They was eating them. I'm gonna try and choose my words carefully so you can
Just say it, bruh.
They was eating the white babies, they was eating the black babies, they was eating the Hispanic. Basically, they was eating all the babies, bruh. It was crazy. And then I saw some of them images and them files and I almost hurled because with what you mean a doctor was giving them advice on how to go make the babies trust him more before they did awful things to the babies. The doctors are the real ones, and the doctors deserve to get jailed just as much as the people in the fires because they were complicit. And then, of course, we all knew that Donald Trump was in the files. His name appeared I'm pretty sure that Donald Trump's name appeared in the Epstein files more times than Jesus got mentioned in the Bible, which is pretty sad. So yeah, he's gonna get impeached probably in the midterms.
I got it. What you comment on that guy?
Well, one thing I do know is that his public opinion of him after that drop just went nosedive. Because one thing that you can do a lot, but even MAGA people draw a line somewhere.
Hey, eating babies, that's where I draw a line.
Eating babies and M-wording children, that's where we gotta draw the line. Racism.
See what they did? Shut it down. They shut it down.
I told you.
They're like, you said what? Oh, get everybody get out. Next page. And now, watch what's gonna happen. When I go to rewatch it, let's call it 18 minutes and 50 something seconds. When I go to rewatch it, it's only gonna be an 18-minute and 50-second video. Like all of this, it don't stop the live. Like people can come back in there. But when I go to rewatch it, because I'm telling you, this happened before. I go to rewatch it, it's not gonna be there. Everything that you talk about, oh, you said EATING? Oh, okay, bet. Stop recording. Hey guys, we don't have to waste any more space on this live right here. Let him go ahead and talk. Let him get it out. Let him think that he's not being censored.
Oh.
Because I'm telling you, I went back to, because I watch every video that I make. I watch it. I was like, wait, bro, I was talking for a long time after this. Where the rest of my video go? Gone. Gone.
The YouTube gods took down your video.
Believe that. We are in a censored state. I mean, we was always in a censored state. It's just a little bit more obvious now. The wall is coming down a little bit. It is coming down.
And it's because even though the government doesn't overtly censor people, the elites basically have a death grip on the media, so they can just go and censor voices that they don't like. So the government doesn't need to overtly censor people because people on the majority of the time talking social media platforms. They just have to go censor the social media platforms. That's all they got to do. And it's because when Oracle bought TikTok, the political people who I used to watch, that I used to watch they gave the women rights stuff.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, I don't care about that. Do you still follow Dr. Umar?
No, I don't.
Why not?
He got exposed for being a deadbeat dad, and I can't get with that, so he got unfollowed.
He was a deadbeat dad. How so?
Well, he had children they knew of existed and made no effort to reach out to them.
I know you lying. That can't be true.
I'm being so serious. Don't Google it.
Not King Kong consciousness. Not King Kong consciousness. This has to be a lie. It's you know what? Just because it's on Google don't mean it's true. I want you to know that. Because just like people prop you up, they will take you down when your time is up. So I would have to look a little bit more into that. I'm gonna have to see his kids. Cause sometimes kids, think about your kid brother. Think about all the stuff that he say. As much as I take care of him, think about it. Think about it. He talking about, I'm about to go to South Korea and I'm gonna tell them all about how bad my dad was and this and that. Meanwhile, how was he even talking to these people? Whose internet was he using? Cause he ain't had no internet. He ain't had no job. Yo, chat. What bed was he sleeping in? He ain't had none of that. But I was such a bad dad.
Well, but you kind of were being racist, though.
Oh, okay.
You kind of have done racist things, and Mr. Thornton even agrees that you've done racist things.
Mr. Thornton don't live here.
Also,
Mr. Thornton only knows what you tell him. Daddy. So anybody that makes a judgment based off of one side of the story is not a wise person.
He also took several things that you said out of context as well. They were taken.
You think I'm worried about what Chauncey telling his therapist? I hope you're not. I hope you don't. Because Miss Cynthia, that was the last therapist that I rocked with. That's the last therapist.
Miss Cynthia. Everybody else? I actually was Miss Cynthia in Colorado.
Yep. Then she moved, I think. I don't know. I think she might have moved.
If I wind up getting stationed in Colorado, I would definitely be seeing her again on TRICARE. Because she was like definitely the best therapist I had. She don't accept TRICARE no more?
No, TRICARE be nickeling and diming. Why you think everybody be trying to get out of that business? Not trying to be in that business.
Dang, I guess I'm going to have to pay out of pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want your services, you want to pay out of pocket. But I don't even know if she's doing it still. She might not need it. She didn't need it. Her husband was retired. And he had disability. She said, I don't need this job. This job, my husband got a job and disability and retirement. So I'm here. Whatever I'm doing is extra. So I really don't have to be involved in this.
And it's because it's because Chauncey takes things that people say out of context.
Well, he also got low comprehension. Bless his heart.
Well, yeah, that is true as well. But he said, but I overheard him telling Mr. Thornton that he said, my dad slapped me because I was singing Hey Tayo. But he conveniently left out the part where he was screaming it and not doing what he was supposed to do.
Oh, he's talking about that. It's like, whoa, wait, your dad did what? Hold on, let me get on the phone. CPS. Yeah, man. But then you look at him, he like, he slapped you? Where? In your face? Why your face don't look like you got slapped? Huh. That's weird, but okay, noted.
I said, Mr. Thornton, don't listen to him. He took that out of context. First of all, he was screaming Hey Tayo at the top of his lungs in a residential neighborhood at dusk.
After his father told him, hey, look, man, This is my last time I'm telling you.
No. You was warned a total of 5 separate times.
No, it wasn't. You know I ain't play that. You know I don't play that.
You had multiple warnings and still continued to.
He got multiple warnings. He did get multiple warnings, but I ain't saying nothing no 5 times.
You gave multiple warnings and you still proceeded to go do it anyway. What did you think was going to happen? That you were going to get a different result? Come on now.
If you don't know me by now, you will never know me.
And then he tried to do the same thing when he eavesdropped on my conversation with Kayla. That's why.
See, you gotta learn something. You gotta learn.
I did learn.
No, you didn't. Cause you see how loud you are right now. You ain't learning.
I did learn. That's why.
Look.
That's why I'm keeping her in my AirPods.
Look at this. You see where I'm at right now?
Yes.
Cause he got great hearing. When he wanna listen, great hearing.
And when he doesn't,
yeah, he deaf. But when he's motivated to hear, he gonna hear what you're saying. Believe that, bless his heart. So if you don't want people all up in your business, don't tell them your business.
Yeah.
And don't be so loud, cause you know you be.
Cause he was all up in my business.
See, like right now, your volume just got loud. Every time you get excited, your volume adjusts accordingly.
And it's because he tried to go and say what Kayla said about her parents and go take it out of context and try and tell Mommy that Kayla was a bad person.
Nobody listen to this, Johnson. Honestly, son, that's your life. You at the point now, we cannot tell you what to do with your life. We can only counsel you. That's the phase we've entered in. We've left the directive phase to the advisor phase. Now, if you want to ruin your life, if we think you want to ruin your life, because believe me, my parents, when I was in college, they transitioned probably a little bit later. I mean, I was a little bit different than y'all. I wasn't necessarily like directly rebelling against my parents, or going against their guidance. I was an obedient child, and if I was gonna do something that they didn't say, they wasn't gonna know that I was doing it, and so that was the difference. And so they didn't have to become advised. They actually never really. The only thing that they really was not really feeling, I'm gonna have to get this light now. The only thing that they wasn't really feeling was when I transferred. No, that's fine. You never know. They wasn't really feeling me transferring. Oh, wait, there's no other plug.
Here. I have another plug in my bedroom. Let me get that. Oh, my legs fell asleep. Good God Almighty.
Bro, why would you, are you good?
Oh my God.
Why would you plug that into its own, you plug the plug into the plug?
My brain just farted.
Yeah, I know. I got it. Go ahead, have a seat, sir.
I'm sorry, my brain is farting right now.
Why is this thing shut like this?
It's not so. You just gotta go press it in there. Those are safety pins. Mommy had to go put them there because a certain baby kept sticking forks into them.
See, look, it's not a safety pin, it's just, you gotta push it up. Yeah. It is a safety feature though.
Yeah, Mommy had to go push it because a certain baby kept trying to stick forks into the outlets.
Yeah, he learned, hey, if I do this, I can kill myself.
Can't stick forks into the outlets, Sammy. That's dangerous. He heard me.
I'm gonna get you with this one, because this one's gonna be a little bit better.
Yeah, it is.
Strong anyway.
Power.
Both of us and this, but both of them is not created the same. I wonder if I could take this top off. I probably could take this blade off and put both of these handles. Yeah, both of them handles. No, these are walls. These are walls. These walls, I forget what they call. I have them for a long time. Wall detailing, clutch, very clutch. Then I got these Andis, and these is like Walmart, like basement. Cause Andis got like the style liner, and I used to rock with the style liners before I went with this detailer, but the detailer is just strong. It's like using a chainsaw. Hear that? Oh yeah. Hear that? And then listen to this. That ain't the same. Listen to that key. It's deeper. Deeper means slower.
Oh yeah, if you're not careful, them detailers, they will bite you.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with the motor. That has something to do with you and your brother dropping them. That's what that is. When you drop it, you gotta readjust it. Head up.
Please flip it over. This is hurting. Thank you.
Big baby. Little baby.
Little baby, the baby. The baby, you hold the baby. Don't hurt the baby.
Yep. So we are literally, potentially at your third to last haircut under this roof.
Crazy, I know.
If you wanted to leave immediately, which you can do that if you want.
I mean, I'm gonna try and save up for like a beater first. I do want a little car.
Oh, yeah. So about that, as soon as you graduate from basic, they're gonna give you a check. Most airmen go and buy a Dodge Challenger or Dodge Charger.
No.
That's what most airmen do.
No.
They're gonna put you in this, say, hey man, I could get you in this, man. This thing clean, man. What color you want? They're gonna put you in it, and then your car gonna be looking better than the officers on the base. But guess what? You living in the dorms. So literally all of your check or checks is going to paying for that vehicle. And then it's at a ridiculous interest rate because you're probably not gonna be co-signing on it. They be like, man, this dude is with Uncle Sam. We good. Because all we got to do is talk to his first sergeant, and we're going to get our coin. So we good. We'll go ahead and give him the car. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And you'll understand that first sergeant. See, first sergeants, they different with officers and versus how they interact with the enlisted folk. It is a definite difference. And you're going to understand that the first sergeant be like my favorite person. In the squadron, as an officer, me as a black officer. So, like where I'm about to go, we got a black first sergeant. The black first sergeant, he saw my name, and he already know I'm a brother. He heard how I was talking and I was trying to keep it professional. I was keeping it professional. But he know, oh, this is a brother. Oh, I know this is a brother. Leroy? Ain't no white dude's named Leroy. I know this is a brother. And he like, oh, I can't wait to meet this dude. And so he trying to keep it professional. He's like, look forward to meeting you, sir. And I was like, and internally I was like, oh yeah, because I know you as a master sergeant, we probably about the same age. And I know it ain't a whole bunch of black people up in here. And I know you be having a lot to get off your chest. Now, we can't vent to each other, of course, because, you know, that's fraternization. And they will not hesitate to get rid of a bro. And I ain't about that life. So, but I understand the game. I do understand the game.
Yep, fraternization is...
Fraternization is between what?
Between ranks, basically.
No.
Officer.
It can be between rank, but officer and enlisted is
yep.
Typically what you're talking. You need to look at the UCMJ, Uniform Code of Military Justice.
That is why I was talking to ChatGPT about it, and that is why, for that reason, I will not be touching military or government women with a 10-foot pole. Actually, not even a 39.5 foot pole. It's off limits. Because all it takes is one of those things for me to get court-martialed or punished. And, yeah, nah, it ain't worth it. But I hope y'all don't think I'm finna go mess the bag up. Bag of Just for a Woman. No.
Mm-hmm. That's what you say. It sound real good, too. Sound real good.
Oh, it's not.
Well, little boy. What you got? What's that? Let me see. Ketchup. Why you got ketchup? You know you ain't supposed to have no ketchup.
Bro, this shit like fresh. I can wait to show Davey on this.
No, you don't have to go show no man. Bruh,
Oh my!
I'm on a whole live stream and you have been tinkling.
I don't think. Why?
Come on, bruh. Bruh, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. You got the ting ting out, man. Come on, bruh. Come on, man. Come on, don't look at, don't see nothing. Good grief. What are we doing? What is we doing? I guess that's why you don't cut hair in the bathroom. What you want, little boy?
Bro, you take me in the bathroom.
Yeah, buddy, it's starting. Let me tell you.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm getting one of these test drives as soon as I turn 18.
Nah, you gonna need to save up for that turkey surgery.
No, I'm not ready for the turkey. Not until I'm 40 at least.
Oh nah.
I'm gonna try and hold on to it until I'm like 30. At least 35, bruh. Well, I kind of already made a joke to Cam about that.
Because you already need some enhancements, my boy. You already need enhancements. At 17, it's crazy.
You know what I blame? I blame that old sleeping medication I used to take.
No. It's genetics, my boy.
Genetics, and that probably didn't help either.
No. It's genetics. But that's what you can blame.
Well, you know, we almost got CRISPR here. So I'm just gonna go.
Bruh, stop talking. This is the most sensitive part. Unless you don't mind your hairline getting pushed back, I recommend you be quiet and be still. Alright, I'm gonna let you shave the rest of that off because I ain't doing that.
Nice.
Oh, I don't like the way this turned out on this side because I didn't have enough light. So I'm gonna touch that up a little. See, because I took out a. Dang it.
Dang, I have to go tell them my hairline is cooked. I mean, I already kind of joked about it. I said, babe, my hairline is already cooked. Yes,
She already seen it in the picture. You ain't got to tell her. She already seen it.
I said, so.
You feeling more sensitive about that than she is. She already see what she needed to see.
I don't think she really cares though.
No, she don't care. Clearly she don't. She just happy to have a Jackson man.
I mean, I am Square Jaw Jackson after all.
Square Jaw Jackson. That's funny. Square Jaw. Don't look in the mirror. Instead of square jaw, it's just squidward.
I'm gonna go tell ChatGPT no complain. And my hairline is running damage at 17. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, how do I fix this, man? Or at least slow it down. I'm sorry.
Okay. What's that, baby crown? Go get the baby, please.
Oh my God, what are you getting this time?
I need somebody to warm up some of that pizza. What happened? He hit his head under the table?
Probably.
Here, you can bring him in. Bring him in.
Yes, I can sign you in, bro. Daddy, do you want me to sign him in?
Is it 6 o'clock for real? Man, hold up. It can't be 6 o'clock. It can be 6 o'clock.
Daylight.
That's crazy.
Daylight returns ended, I think.
No, it hasn't. Sit down. Alright. You done? You done making all that noise? You done? You done? Alright, you done. Be careful next time. Okay. See, this one is soft enough to go on your face. Not gonna dig in your skin too much. What's wrong?
I'm just frowning about my DoorDash situation, but I can't believe my stuff got stolen.
Did you talk to DoorDash and what did they say?
They still not reply to that yet.
Huh?
Since it's Saturday and it's not a business day, they're probably not gonna reply back to you until
You need to get on the phone, son. This ain't no text message situation. If they took your money, if you sent somebody something that needed to get there today, you don't wait till, because you ain't have to wait to place the order. So you don't wait for that.
Oh yeah.
You go get your money.
Say,
I'm gonna need y'all to either you gonna have to credit me or y'all gonna have to credit me. Cause I need my cash. Those are the options. Credit me or credit me.
Need.
Where is my cash? Excuse me, DoorDash, where is my cash? See, this is where it don't work. Like to cut single hairs, nah. Gotta bring out the big guns for that. Mommy out there living her best life. Mommy. Focus. Well, stay still. Don't do that to your face. Relax your face. Thank you. Yes, those are nose hairs. Alright. It's cutting because she's taller than me, so she can't see them. It ain't about what she can see, it's about what you can see. That's true. Alright, now, here's what I need though. I need you to clean this mess up, my guy. Okay? Thank you. And that's it. 2 more haircuts to go, y'all. I'm gonna probably cry. I just had to videotape it. Yeah, probably cry. Kids don't even be knowing. I remember when my mother dropped me off to college. Pops was like, man, she went back to that hotel room and cried like a baby. I was like, really? She was acting like she was happy in the hotel room. They dropped me off in the hotel room. Was I in the hotel room? Was we? What happened? No. We all came down to the hotel room, and then she dropped me off at campus. But when she dropped me off, I said I known she was gonna cry in the car. My pa said she was inconsolable, y'all. Ugh. Stop, mommy. Stop. But listen, if he mess around and go to the military, and he do that, I already know he talking about going to the Army. He ain't trying to go to the Air Force. I mean the Air Force. So I already know, cause you gotta tap them out. I don't know if y'all seen them videos of them cats when they be sitting up there and they be at attention and they be waiting, and like they family members, some of their family members come up around and be like looking them up and down and like, oh, look at this fool, and they supposed to stand there like this at attention. They not supposed to laugh or nothing, and they can't move until you tap them out. I'm gonna look at them. I'm like, don't nobody touch him. I'm gonna tap him out, and I'm coming up there. I might mess around and come up there in some blues, my service dress, yo. Come up in there, hold up. I come up there in a bus driver cap. This the Air Force bus driver cap. I'll be like this. Matter of fact, I might even put my white gloves on. I got white gloves. Come up in there, look him up and down. I'm gonna do an inspection. Look at his mustache. I'm gonna be like, matter of fact, I don't even know what their mustache rig is. But I'm gonna look at him, I'm gonna be like, mustache out of regs. You got a cable right there on your shoulder, son. I'm gonna need you to step your game up. You said you was gonna be excellent, right? Let the Air Force excellent. Well, first of all, non-excellence can't tell you how to be excellent, because clearly I am not excellent. But I'm about to be up in that thing like, what do we have here? Army, huh? And I'm be like, all right, get on out of here, man. But I don't know if y'all ever seen the videos where they be standing there and their family be like, I am so proud of you. And the airmen, the soldiers be up there like this. Solitary tears, like this. The tears be coming down. And then they just hug them. It's probably going to be a real situation like that. I ain't wearing this blue cap. My wife ain't going to let me wear this cap. She ain't going to let me be great. She ain't going to let me come up in there with my Air Force gear on. She ain't going to let me be great. I already know that. It's not in her DNA to let her man be great. But if I had it my way, y'all, come up there just like this. With my belly and everything. With my cheerful. This belly right here, y'all, this was issued by the Air Force. Air Force did that. They kept me busy at the desk. So when I should have been P10, I'm out there keying and eating. That's what I was doing. What you want? What you want?
I should read something.
Hey, look. Put this on. Put that on. Try to see how they look. See how they look on you. No?
That pretty hot, but
It's too big?
too big.
Yeah, I know.
That pretty,
You grow into it.
pretty hot, but pretty hot.
He said police hat. Police hat. It do look like a police hat. Some say it look like a bus driver cap. You know what I'm saying? We don't wear these too often. Hey, son! Come on here and clean that bathroom up, my G. This right here, young. This right here. Now I can look back on it because I had all of my classes that I'm going to teach. That class, no, that wasn't the class. That was not the class. Because the class that was my favorite class, they actually won me the real belt. But I had one class that was like All of them was my favorites, honestly. I love my job. I still stand by it that teaching, being a instructor, a PME, professional military education instructor in the United States Air Force and Squadron Officer School, that was my best job in the Air Force. This next job I'm about to go to, it ain't gonna be better than this one. It ain't. Cause I was at the tip of the spear. Captains are the tip of the spear in the Air Force. And that's who I was teaching and instructing. And so, hold on, let me see if y'all, I don't even have the chat on, bro. I ain't even engaging. What is wrong with me? Ha! I blew it. I did. Chat was jumping. Chat was clowning. Hey, Dame. Oh, they was clowning him. Where is it at? Let me see it. Hold up. Oh, man. Oh, bro. Hold up. Let me unplug this. Hi. Leighton West said, hi. Leighton West said, hello. Look at the chat. Hello. I'm leaving. JK. Leighton West. Then Moses Elo came up there. Hey. And then John was like, how did this, I don't know if y'all can see the chat. I think y'all can see the chat. But how that chat ain't get filtered? Man said, blinking your headline up. Is what he said. Then True Grizzlies fan said, why he cutting his hair like that? Why he cutting his hair like that? Which one of y'all in the chat is a barber? Okay? They done left already because they was getting ignored. And that's the best thing that you could do to a troll. Don't feed him any attention. But that one was funny. He was like, hi. Hello. A minute later. Another minute. Look at the chat. All caps. My boy started in regular font. And then he went to all caps. Look at the chat. Hello. I'm leaving. JK. But he did end up leaving. But no, story time. So, this is a belt. It's a championship belt. It's like a boxing belt. I'm not a boxer. How did I get this belt? If you see the letters on there, let me turn it in a way so you can see it. It says Best Flight Commander. Action, that's my call sign. And 27, I don't know if y'all can see that 27 right there. That was my flight number. And so, I told them, I said, hey, this is what I need for y'all to do for me. Because they give this to the flight that wins first place. They give it to the flight commander who has the best flight in the squadron. And I said, y'all, I need y'all to give me that belt. Because they out here not putting respect on my name. Because we had this one dude, and we ain't going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it because it's my channel. It's my channel. We had one dude, he winning like back to back to back. He just keep winning. And he was a captain. I'm like, how does this dude keep winning like this? What's the secret? You know what I found out the secret was? Cheating. That was the secret. You know what I have that wouldn't allow me to cheat? Integrity. So I wasn't cheating. We was out here doing this square and fitted. But while he was there, I didn't never win. Because my boy was cheating and he figured out the system on how to grade and how to get his people up there. Now me, I ain't playing like that. I'm a major. I'm a major problem. I'm a major deal. And so I wasn't doing none of that. I was like, you're going to get what you get. I'm not giving you anything. You're going to earn everything that you get. They tell us about meritocracy, right? What's a meritocracy? That means the people that are in position, they deserve to be there. They have earned it. And so I wasn't giving anybody anything because by giving them good stuff, it was making him look like he was better. And while he was winning all of these times, They was gassing that man up, y'all. Gassing him up hard, like, oh, he's the best. He's this. He's that. Look at him. Whoop-dee-doo. And they was crediting like the wins to him. So he was getting credit. Now when I won it, this is they gave me this belt because they didn't end up winning it. They got third place. They started off really bad and they got the highest they could get was third place. And so they said, Major, we really wanted to get you that belt. That was our thing. We know that you wanted it, and so we wanted to get it for you. But we couldn't get it, so we thought we would get you one. We would do you one better. Matter of fact, let me go look at my photos because I'm going to show y'all the real belt. They actually got me a better belt. This belt looks much better than the actual squadron belt. And so what I was doing, and this is another thing that touched my heart. Y'all, this touched my heart. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sensitive. This is what they do in the military. In the military, when you going away to a new unit, they sign whatever they bought you. They sign it so you don't forget them. So let me read y'all some of this stuff that it say. Action. Thanks for being authentically you. It's been so fun being in your flight. Enjoy the retired life. Best flight commander. She said enjoy the retired life because, I was ready to hang them up. And her name was LaDeja. They say, action. Best flight commander, hands down. Thank you for all the conversations and insight. Lon. Thank you for being a key part to our class and success. Best flight commander for the best flight. Thanks for building trust. You rep the 13 Mike community well. See you in the future. 13 Mike is an airfield operations officer. That's what my normal job is when I'm not a PME instructor. Thank you so much for being our flight commander. Huge contributor to our success. Thank you for building our trust tree. All the best to you and your fam. Thank you for all the time and dedication. You are the man, always in the trust tree. Appreciate your honesty, vulnerability, and an invite to the trust tree. Had a blast. Had a blast. Wish we could stay longer. Best of luck to you, your family, and your career. Action. Thanks for the great instructions. I appreciate all of the great conversations. I wish you and your fam the best. That's the type of stuff, and that was Radio. Radio was a black dude. Radio was a pilot. Radio was a very smart, intelligent dude. I think he ended up being like the #1 student in the class, for that class. I can't remember. But Radio, they called him, listen to that. They called that man Radio. Has anybody seen the movie Radio? The chat ain't showing. I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all saying something, I can't see it. It ain't showing. I'm sorry. Blame YouTube, iPad. The movie Radio was played by Cuba Gooding Jr. If you have not seen that movie, first of all, where have you been? The movie's old. It's a long, long time ago that movie came out. But it was a great movie. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. But Radio was a mentally disabled, it was based on a true story. He was a mentally disabled cat. And Cuba Gooding Jr., man, Ben Stiller said in the movie, he said nobody go, I don't know what movie that was, I can't remember the movie, but he said nobody goes full R word. And the R word is a slur, so I'm not going to repeat that. But in the movie, he had played, it was a great movie, I think it was Tropic Thunder. If it wasn't, I think it was Tropic Thunder. I think so. And in this movie, which is another great movie, watch that movie. In this movie, he had played a role called Simple Jack. And in Simple Jack, instead of him acting like he was acting like a mentally disabled person, he actually was acting disabled, mentally disabled. Like it was over the top. He like, like he was acting real stupid. And when I say stupid, I'm not talking like mentally. I'm talking the way he was behaving was not according to how a actual person behaves. It was over the top. But they named this black man who was incredibly intelligent and incredibly good at his job. They named him his call sign Radio. And that right there was a microcosm for me of like my Air Force career, because we used to have real conversations. He asked me, we sat down, and he was like, "Hey, how you doing it? How you doing it?" And it's because he was ready to get out, because it's like, man, it's so tough being a black man in the military, and it is. People don't want to hear that. They're like, "Oh, stop crying, stop your whining, this and that. No one cares. Love it or leave it. If you don't like it, go home or go back to Africa or whatever you want to say." But like the most American thing that you can do, according to January Sixers, is if you don't like something, speak up and do something about it, right? But anyway, he asked me how I was doing it, and I said, honestly, you. Because I know it's other cats. I'm not the only me out here. I know it's other cats. And though I might not be a high-ranking dude, I got experience. Okay? I got realness. And you heard her say, LaDasia said, thank you for being your authentic self. So I had a thing in my classroom, and I'm about to bring this to TikTok, matter of fact. Because I just hit 1,000 followers over there on TikTok. Yay! Yay, me. So why you ain't on TikTok then if you got 1,000 followers over there? Because I don't have the energy for TikTok to do like the live streams, but I love doing live streams. It's not a lot of people in here right now because I notice what happens is if you don't get a lot of momentum early and you don't keep that momentum, if you like sitting down, there's not really if people don't know you, if they haven't bought into who you are and they haven't connected with you, you're not going to connect. You're not going to have numbers on YouTube. You're not going to have numbers on TikTok. But TikTok, like a lot of times it seems like you have to be high energy or you have to be engaging. Sometimes I really fully believe that I got a little bit of ASD. Sometimes I don't want to engage. I want to parallel play. You know what I'm saying? I open the curtain like, hey man, look inside the life. Look behind the curtain of an ASD. Look at this handsome little boy, y'all. Look at this handsome thing I made. Come here. Come on. This handsome little thing that I made. Me and his mommy, we made him. Look. He's so handsome. He the baby, y'all. Guess who else is the baby? Me. So my baby, he got a special place. Zainab! Now, I don't read an article. They was like, it said something about people actually, parents having favorites. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it wasn't for Zainab, he probably would be my favorite. And you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say that, right? That's what they say. But the truth is, we should tell the truth. Like, you shouldn't tell kids that it ain't no Santa Claus, that it is a Santa Claus. Ain't no Santa Claus out here. And none of my kids never believe in Santa Claus. Because we ain't about to take that hard work that daddy was putting in there, dealing with them folk on that job, dealing with the racism, covert and overt, dealing with unfairness, dealing with double standards. We ain't about to talk about, we ain't supposed to give some white man the credit for buying all of y'all toys. I bought them toys. Ain't no Santa Claus. You want to see a Santa Claus? You looking at him. Like Jesus when he told Thomas, when you see me, you see Santa Claus. I am Santa Claus. Ain't that right? He looking in the mirror at his handsome self. You hungry? You want to eat? You want to eat? How old would y'all think he is? Based on his size. You think he about 1? 2. Born in December. He turned 2 in December. He did my little fry, my small fry. Tiny but mighty is what we call him. Tiny but mighty. Tiny but mighty. That's Sammy. Tiny but mighty. He is kind of strong. Like he hit me one time. I was like, ouch. You kind of. He punched. He hit like Tank Davis. You know, Tank, he a small dude, but he probably could knock bigger dudes out. He not gonna box though. We're not doing no boxing. We're not doing boxing. Okay, get that. But yeah, man, they gave me this belt. I was so obnoxious. Even though I didn't win the actual squadron belt, y'all, after they gave me this belt, I was wearing this belt around I was just wearing it around to different events. And they looking at me like I'm stupid. Like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? I don't care what y'all think. You think I care what y'all think? Really? I could care less. The people that bought me this belt, that's the ones that I care what they think. You know what I'm saying? Because they said, you made our experience better. We felt like we got something. Here's my thing. The thing that I try to do with my students, I used to always want to at least have one person that said they felt reblued. What is reblued? Reblued is like when you get re-energized. Because the Air Force, the military, it asks a lot of sacrifice. It says, hey man, we're going to need you to go to this place, this unit. You might not like them people, but go there. And oh, by the way, you got to leave your family behind. Your loved ones and stuff. And we might need you to deploy to a foreign country in an austere environment. You know, do that for like 6 months or longer if we need you there longer. It just asks all of the sacrifice. And I was going somewhere with that, but I forgot. Because I really need to eat. And at this point, I'm just rambling. But that gift, man, it meant so much to me. It touched me. It really did touch me. And so I'm the type of dude that, like, if I feel like people don't like me, I'll shut down real quick. And I can tell you exactly when that happened to me. I will never forget this moment. I will never forget the moment. The moment was when I was in the 4th grade. I was actually on an Air Force base, Andrews Air Force Base. My buddy had invited me over to his birthday, and he had a sleepover. And so he had like a military friend that he played basketball with. And I didn't get it at the time because I wasn't in the military. But no, military is actually family. Those military friends that you make, they actually your family. And so like he went to an off-base school, but he was my best friend. And then I met his best friend. And so like they was going bowling. And after the game, they were supposed to go and do something. And y'all, it broke my little heart. I thought that they was leaving me. And so I started crying. And they was calling me, and I just walked away. And he was like running. He's like, Leroy. He was calling me. And I was at the youth center, and I think his parents was there somewhere or something. I can't even remember what happened. But he eventually stopped calling me, and they left. And they left me. And that moment right there was a seminal moment in my life. Like, it was one of the core memories. I'm telling you, I remember it like it was yesterday. But, like, after that, I put armor on. I put armor around my heart. I said, ain't nobody ever gonna do me like that no more. So I ain't let nobody in. I ain't let nobody close. I ain't never gonna love nobody like I legit love that kid. I loved him like a brother. And it felt like betrayal. Now they was excited. I never played organized sports, so I didn't understand. Like, they just won a game, they go out, they go and they celebrate. They was calling me to go and celebrate with them. But like, because I just felt like I was on the outside and I was like pushed away, I shut down. And So every time after that, every time I feel like I'm being like pushed away, even now to this day. Now I was in the fourth grade. How old are you when you in the fourth grade, y'all? It's like, let me see. I'm gonna think. First grade, you 6. Second grade, you 7. Third grade, you 8. Fourth grade, I was 9 years old. 36, almost 36 years later. 30 plus years later, I still function in the same way. When I feel a certain way, oh, I'm shutting down. We're gonna shut down. And so now they reached out to me on Friday. They made a mistake. They asked me, was I gonna do something? And so when you ask me, am I gonna do something, that means I have an option. And so they asked me, and I was like, oh yeah, nah, I wasn't gonna do that. And then they were like, well, we wanna make sure that we have a going away for you. We wanna make sure that, we send you off right. And I'm like, the person that said it, she alright, she cool. She's a nice person. We not friends. We associates. I literally have no friends on the job. Because one thing I learned is like people be phony. And I don't do phony well. That is not a thing that I do well. Like I'm not good at pretending. If I feel like you being fake, I'm not going to really deal with you. I'm going to put you in a different pile. I'm going to put you in the fake pile. And the fake pile means I treat you at face value. I don't give you the benefit of the doubt. And I typically just, you're not going to get nowhere. I'm going to hold you at arm's length. And so there was, in that entire unit, I'd say there's probably like, no, there's not. I don't have a friend in the unit. And coincidentally, I am the only black person in the unit. I'm not saying that's the reason why. I do understand that, friendships are a two-way street. But I think it does play a big part of it. Because culturally, I've been a dude that has not tried to assimilate. I haven't. I made no attempts. But I feel like this. It's like, why do I have to mute who I am? Now, I don't code switch with really well. I don't. But I do code switch, kind of. But for me, I feel like that's not me being my authentic self, and I hate it. I hate it when I feel like I have to do that. And so I try not to do it. And like, once I got to a place where it was clear that, okay, based off of all military expectations, you're not going to promote. You're not going to go to light colonel. Now, I know God can do anything. But from a military perspective, the way I knew that they were not going to promote me was when my senior raider, who is the boss of the organization, when he sent up my promotion recommendation form and it was blank. Didn't even have the decency to discuss it and tell me, hey man, we're going to send you up blank. He just sent it up blank. Then I got a copy of it. I'm like, bro, do you know how cold and how savage you got to be to send a person a copy of a blank PRF, promotion recommendation form? That is a savage thing to do. I said, so I'm really just dealing with savages. Cool. Well, what do we do with savages? Do we embrace savages or do we just treat it for what it is, a transactional relationship? I'm going to do my job, one, because I love this job. I'm doing it for these captains, but I'm not doing it for y'all. Cameron said this, and I kind of took it to heart a little bit. He said 2 places we not going in 2026, above and beyond and out the way. He said that. I was like, dang, that's cold. That's a cold mentality to have, because I'm always thinking like, well, I'm doing this for the Lord. I'm not doing this for y'all. And so he said that, and I was like, that's not who I am, but I felt him. Because even still to this day, I still be going above and beyond. I do. And the thing about going above and beyond in organizations where you're not appreciated it is very emotionally draining. Cause you know the price that you put, you know the amount that you give, and people's like, it's not good enough. Not good enough. Doesn't matter. Oh, you didn't do this right. And then when you see other people and you be noticing things, you be like, oh, that ain't right. Huh. And when you see that, let me go answer this door because all my kids have apparently went deaf. Can't nobody hear the doorbell. Can't nobody hear the doorbell. No, I open it. Go get the groceries. And you never got the stuff up, sir.
He never got the food up. He never got the...
Come on, give me that phone. Give me that phone. I'll let you get it back.
Daddy,
when you
it's
finish.
hot outside. Turn off the heat.
Okay.
No, don't turn off the heat.
Get the phone. I just need the phone. You keep that. You keep the earbuds. I don't care about the earbuds. Let me get the phone. I need you to get the groceries. I need you to... I'm going to have to touch that side up because it's not right. And did you get that? Yeah, she done outgrown. She too big for that now. She done passed over from little girl to little woman, so we'll have to move on from them. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I'm in the back. What's up? I am. I gotta get in the shower. I gave him a haircut. I got hair on me. So let me get that off of me, and then I'll come in there and we cook dinner together. My Valentine.
I know you're gonna be Valentine.
Dana, give me a plastic.
What you mean, yeah, okay? You don't believe me? Huh? You don't believe me, man. That's cool. When your life partner don't believe me.
Every chance you duck out.
When your life partner don't believe in you, see that? We was just talking about people cutting you. That was a cut. Did y'all see that? Y'all, it was online.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You just cut me on live stream.
Dear.
You say you ain't believe in me.
Dear. I believe in you as a person. Yes, I love you dearly.
Yeah.
But that part?
But you don't believe that I'm gonna cook with you?
Daddy?
If I said it, shall I make it good?
It's for us. Please tell me this.
Not right now.
See, she done got distracted. I'm out. Don't worry. That's what they do. But yeah, man. So now they pinned me down because I was hoping I was gonna get out of here without having to going away. First of all, and I ain't using no names, I ain't using no specifics, but my boss, he gonna tell me, he gonna be like, yeah, cause we got into it. We did. We definitely got into it, and we got to a place where it's kind of like cordial, but it's strained. It's weird. It's a weird vibe. It's off. It's not good. We not locked in. And I hate that because when I feel like I'm in the trust tree with somebody, I run over mountains. I run through mountains. I run over walls. I would do anything. Like hey guys, this is what the boss need. We gonna be loyal. We not talking bad about nobody. And if I hear talking bad, we're gonna have to, I ain't gonna get up on you. I ain't gonna jump up on you. I'm gonna have to just change and offer you a different perspective. And I know everybody in every unit ain't gonna buy into it. Some people are just not gonna ever buy in. And that's fine. Because that's more to what they got going on. That's okay. But he told me to put together a citation. And he was like, if it's to this level, to the appropriate level for a major, we're gonna do that. I'm like, if first of all, I've been here for almost 5 years. I've been in 2 organizations. I did great things. I got recognized at the last organization. I ain't really get recognized here, but I mean, you wasn't really recognizing nobody. You wasn't feeding nobody. We had to feed ourselves or we was going to starve. So, I mean, let's start there. Okay. All right. Let's be honest. Take that on the chin and keep moving. It's okay. But we had a come to Jesus meeting, man. In this meeting, it was him and his number 2. I'm like, this is a personal meeting. I don't want him in here. I ain't have the guts to say that. I ain't gonna lie. But I was like, I don't fool with him. Now, I'm very autistic tolerant because I have 3 autistic kids, and I'm plugged into the autistic community. But like, the dude was autistic. He don't know that he autistic, but he's definitely autistic. Having dealt so heavily in the community, I know an autistic person when I see one. You're a high performing autistic person, but like your people interaction skills and the things and how you interact with people, terrible. He's sitting up in a meeting, and I'm having a conversation with my boss. He's like, wait a minute, remember who you're talking to. I'm like, woo, woo, woo. I see, so y'all trying to get me to go off. That's what you're trying to do. I see what time you're on. You just tried to set me off. And I told him after he said that, I said, yes, sir. Well, I'm good. I don't have anything else to say. And they talking, and they get mad. They trying to get me to talk. I'm like, I shut down. Close for business. I'm like, yes, sir. Listening to everything you say. Copy that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But the conversation was over. There's a way you can end the conversation as a junior ranking officer. Like, copy that. We'll cover. And they get mad like, what do you want from me? I was like, Tyrese, y'all, what more do you want from me? Because I was like, bro, you're not going to, like, first of all, I'm older than you. So respect your elders. Yeah, you got more rank than me, but respect your elders respectfully. Treat people, no, don't treat people how you want to be treated, because you probably like being treated like that. Treat people how they want to be treated. I don't want to be treated like that. So you had to get up out my face with that bull. And then I do notice, after that meeting, he never sat in the meeting again. Because my boss, he had enough to understand, like, yeah, he ain't helped that situation. Because that was the real, I'm like, first of all, you don't know our relationship. So I really don't know why you in here. Maybe you in here to trying to like be a witness if something go off. Because we had one conversation where I made my boss mad. He was hot. Okay? He's like, well, how come you didn't tell me? I said, sir, respectfully, do you want to know how come I ain't telling you all my business? Let me tell you why. Let me tell you what my first recollection of my first interaction was. The first time we met, this is what I observed. So when that happened, I said, understood, we're going to move accordingly. What did I observe? He talking to some other officers, some junior officers, captains. I'm a major. It's okay. It's not a big difference. I get it. Company grade, field grade. Not a big deal. He's talking, and like, I walked up behind him, and he turned around. Now, you know you only got one black dude. You know when a black dude come up, first of all, there's only like, right now there's 4 black men in the organization. I'm one of them. We got another dude that's a DO. We got another dude, I think Toro is a DO. And then we got another instructor. The instructor is very, very much assimilated. The other dude that's a DO is not assimilated. That's my dog. And then the other dude is also very much assimilated. And so the message that it tells me that I see, the people that assimilate, they continue to move up. But the people that don't assimilate, you getting capped. And so my kneecaps have both been broken. And it's like, well, you're going to be what's called an iron major. What's an iron major? An iron major is a major that is not going any further than major. Do I work on the rank of, do I work at the rank of a lieutenant colonel? According to them, nah.
Dad, do you want Alfredo or spaghetti?
Spaghetti.
3 votes for spaghetti, okay.
Alfredo is better? What you want?
I'm not voting until like everyone else votes.
Oh, who else voted for spaghetti?
Elisha, Salmon, and you.
Oh, so I vote like the kids. That's good because spaghetti is actually easier to make. Alfredo is probably a better meal for Valentine's Day, though.
Daddy, we're asking the question if you want it or you not.
Well, so here's the problem. I'm going to have to cook it. So I'm voting for the easier thing.
You got to cook it?
Yeah, I'm helping mommy cook. I'm wrapping up. I'm getting off my chest. I'm getting my takes and my thoughts off. And then I'm about to get in that shower. And then I'm about to go in there. Can you give me a towel?
Yes.
Thank you, daughter.
Okay, so
Y'all wasn't in here earlier, but that's my favorite. Don't tell nobody. Shh. That's my favorite. Every parent does it. And if you're saying they don't, it's probably because you weren't the favorite. I was my mom's favorite. So I know how this works. It is what it is. Long as you don't treat them too differently, it's okay. It works out in the end. But yeah, man. So like, I was trying to get out the organization without having to fake my way through this going away. Like, oh, action. Like, here's how I knew. Like, they ain't had nobody. One, we do group chats. We got a professional, the work group chat, which is on Teams. Then we got a fun group chat, which is on Signal. And like, if I showed y'all some of the texts, I am a funny dude. Comedically, you might even say I have pretty good timing. I couldn't do no set. I couldn't get out there and do a set. I can't. I ain't talking like that funny. But like clever, witty, sarcastic, sometimes I'm that dude. And my gift game, my meme game is pretty mean. But it is very cultural. Very cultural. I stick to what I know. I ain't really trying to get into what I don't know. I was educated and I was raised Black. My first time being in a non-Black majority space was the military. Y'all, I went through elementary. I went through church. I went through middle school. I went through high school. I went to an HBCU, Historically Black College and University, Howard University, HU, you know.
I couldn't find a towel, Daddy. I'm sorry.
That's okay, baby. I got one. Can you give me a rag?
Let me see.
All right. Actually, I don't need no rag. I'm good. And then I went to professional school, which was historically for Blacks and Native Americans. Where's that at? Howard University College of Dentistry. So I went, how many years was that, y'all? 12, 16, 20 years of my life in predominantly Black spaces. And then I was an adult. My first time being in a predominantly white space. So I was very much behind the curve. My wife told me, now she grew up a military brat. Her dad was in the military, so she knew everything there was to being white. But we met at that HBCU because she got all the way up there. She elementary, middle, high school, white spaces, predominantly white spaces. She said, I want to get in touch with my Blackness. And against her father's wishes, she went to Howard University. And she got in touch with her side. But she is very much familiar with the other side. And she told me, if you want to learn, if you want to know how these people be, how they be thinking and their humor and all that stuff, you want to understand them, Seinfeld. Watch Seinfeld. Then she said, Friends. Watch those. Your generation, that's the humor that they on. That's what they on. I tried to watch it, y'all. I made it through like 30 seconds. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I can't. I don't see myself. And then sometimes, like, if I see you like playing in my face, like the thing about like Black culture is like love the music, love the entertainment, love all of those things, but we don't love you. But we love your entertainment. Dance for us, make us feel better, sing for us. We love the trends. We'll get some lip filler in there. We'll get some tans. We'll get not too much on the butt. Not too much on that. We're good on that. Look at it, but we ain't putting that in there. But we would definitely get some lip filler. Have them lips be looking like this. Y'all seen them lips before? They be looking like they been peeled up and pumped that stuff in there, like that. But anyway, this ain't what that's about. It's just, if you want to learn, if you want to know, watch them things, watch those shows, and govern yourself accordingly. See, when them shows was out, Seinfeld, what was that black analog to Seinfeld? Martin. What was the black analog to Friends? Living Single. Them was my shows. That's what I grew up on. Like, when I say the name Martin, what comes in my mind? Martin, how y'all doing? Yo, you so crazy. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Bagaboo. Martin. That come to my head when I hear Living Single. We are living single. Ooh, in the 90s kind of world. I'm glad I got my That's what I get with. And then when I watch Seinfeld, yo, I actually like this song though. There's like, I can't even do it. But it's like somebody was basically like white version beatboxing. It's like, what is this? And like, so I do appreciate his sarcasm. And by all accounts, Jerry Seinfeld is like this brilliant comedian. Some of the stuff he say is funny, but like Kramer, let's talk about it. When he had that racist rant, when he went off and he got himself canceled. I just think about that. And when I would watch him, it's like, he's not funny, bruh. There's no universe where Kramer is funny. He's not funny. He's like weird. George Costanza. I can't say his name. But George was a lot funnier than him. The funniest was probably the female. I can't remember her name. She was probably the funniest on that show. I know Jerry Seinfeld is this comedic genius, but she was probably the funniest. That show's not the same without her. But I couldn't really get into it. So I'm going to try to revisit it because I'm going to the Pentagon now. Hey, big stuff, hot shot. But my boss is a black man. First time. Almost 18 years in the military. First time having a black person as my boss.
All right, Daddy, I'm done.
Thank you, son. So here's what I need you to do.
Yes, I did pack up the food as well.
Huh?
I did pack up the food as well.
All right, I'm going to trust you. I ain't even going to verify this time. But I'm going to trust you.
And the reason why...
Now, if you disappoint my trust.
I packed up the rice, and I'll tell you why I packed up the rice and egg drop soup. One, because I ate most of the rice. It disappeared into my belly. But then I did save the egg drop soup for Mommy because I'm not a monster.
Okay, well, I ain't had none of it, so thank you for that. But anyway,
Not a monster.
dismissed.
Very big difference.
Yeah, man. So when I go to the Pentagon, even though I'm working for this black man, now I got a mentor. This kind of it rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. My mentor is a biracial man. He was raised by the white side, but he's very much in touch with the fact that he's a black man. Very much in touch. He's biracial, but he identifies as a black man. He told me, where my phone at? I sent him a text. I say, bruh, guess who's gonna be my boss at the Pentagon? And he know Billy. Dang, I almost said his name. Yeah, I probably know. If anybody know me, I slipped. I messed up. I normally don't do that. But he know my boss. Oh, I normally don't do that. I got called lacking. But he knows my boss, and he was like, he a good dude. But he worked hard. I was offended. And my flabbers were gasted. The implication was, you don't have a hard worker. I didn't respond like that. I said, man, I ain't been in the career field for a long time and I miss it. So I'm down. I can't wait to get there. Like, cause the dude that I'm working for is an 06. He's a colonel. I know he wanna be a general. He a y'all, and no homo. He's a good looking black man. He look like he need to be a general. I don't know what his wife look like. I'll be curious to see what his wife look like, or if he's married. I hope he's married. And I hope he's got a beautiful wife. But he looked like he needs to be a general. You ever seen them people, you just look at him like, yeah, he's a general. When I first time I saw him, I was like, yeah, this brother got it. He got the look. Cause me, I ain't got the look. Cause I'm short. I'm a short dude. And I'm just too black. I am. Too black. Too black. Not willing to change. Not willing to. I'm not. Not willing to even. All right, I'll go as far as making you feel a little comfortable. But like once I get comfortable, that kind of goes out the wayside. Like I'm trying to be this dude that knows how to navigate the other side. Because right now, a lot of times I don't. I don't do well in those spaces. And I think that's the thing that as a major that has hurt me. Because as a major, they're not looking for you necessarily to be a doer. They're looking for you to be a person that is leading doers. Can I do that? Yeah, if you give me the opportunity. But do I do it like they do it? No, because I'm so big on relationships. That is my thing. That's how we get it done with relationships, especially when you're in situations where life is on the line. And we ain't been in no situation like that for a long time in the military, especially in my career field. But like, if you in a situation where, guys, this is our mission. Some of us not gonna come back. The rank is not going to matter more than the relationship. And that's why I focus my energy on building the relationship. But a lot of my peers, it's like because I don't do a lot of things that they do. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing a lot of the stuff that y'all doing. And so like we can have a good time. We can have fun. We can laugh. But I ain't doing all of that stuff that y'all do. Like if y'all want to go out and shoot some guns, love it. Let's shoot. I love shooting guns. Let's do it. Let's rock. Pop, 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 pop. I'm good. Boom, boom, boom. I'm good. Let's do it all day. Want to go hunt? Love it. Never been, but love to. But I don't know. So I'm just getting ready to go to this new assignment. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna watch Friends. I'm gonna like tape myself to the chair. I'm gonna take my eyelids open. I'm gonna get them little things where you hold your eyelids open. And I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna binge watch Friends, y'all. I'm gonna binge watch it. And I'm gonna get all of the jokes. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go on TikTok and I'm gonna be like, hey y'all, I'm trying to assimilate. I ain't trying to assimilate though. I'm not. So it's not assimilation, but I'm trying to learn more about the other side of the aisle. Because if I learn a little more, I can then replicate thought processes and I can see more perspectives. And I think that will be more beneficial because craziness. But if I can think like they think, then I can anticipate better and I can give you more what you want. I remember I spent a lot of time with my pastor from childhood, and I spent so much time with him in church, in like when he was preaching or teaching, I could predict what he was gonna say next. One, because I heard the stories. I'm like, I know the scriptures, and so I could hear it, and like I could actually replicate his voice. I spent so much time in my wife's church that I can imitate her pastor, and she loves her pastor. And I'm not, when I say imitate, imitation have like this negative connotation. I'm not saying negative. Usually, I'm saying scripture. I'm saying something encouraging. But I could get his voice and his pacing, in like, cause she really loved her pastor. He passed away, but like when I would use his voice and start saying things, she have like these nostalgic memories, and I could see that like it's almost like talking to him. Um, but I don't have that. I have never had that with any of my supervisors.
No, I asked diarrhea earlier. Why else you think I was on the toilet?
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
Yes.
You know I'm on live, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. It's just on the internet now. But anyway, that's what I want to do. I want to be able to, because although my boss might be an African American and we can relate on some levels, I think he have assimilated. I'm pretty sure he's assimilated. I'm pretty sure of it. I wouldn't actually be surprised if he's got a Caucasian wife. I wouldn't be. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it just speaks to a lot of. It speaks to assimilation. Did you assimilate or did you not? Me, I got a beautiful black woman. And I'm not trying to be anything but who I am. But I am just trying to learn that voice. And so, next assignment, that's what we're going to do. Seinfeld and Friends. I don't know where it is, but I'm going to watch it. And then I'm going to watch these other movies. Dang, them wipes was right on my arm, y'all. This man screaming for wipes. I ain't even realize it was on my arm. I ain't worth nothing. He's screaming and hollering for the things. It was actually digging in my elbow. She moved it. I was like, oh, man, thanks. I was bothering my elbow. Oh, those was the wipes. Oh, my bad. But anyway, yeah. I'm going to go on TikTok and I'm going to tell them, hey, I feel like I might be assimilating a little bit my last couple of years. Maybe I'm going to give it a test. Be like, all right, if you assimilate, see if you get ranked. Because before the current Secretary of War came out with his view on beardos, on people that had beards, like they done went so far, y'all. They said you're gonna get a year to get on this treatment to where you can shave. And if after a year you still on that waiver, you're out of here. Get him out of here. So my face, I don't know if y'all can see that. There's not a lot of light in here. But like, they got that, what's that stuff on TikTok? My battery about to die, y'all. So when it dies, it's over. If it go out, that's what happened. The battery died. I ain't plugging it up. But like, they got that Kojic acid, and it's supposed to like help with that pigmentation. I got all these bumps and scars and hyperpigmentation. Now, I'm not trying to strip for y'all. Look. All right, hold on. I'll show you another one. Can you see that? That's not a nipple. That's called a keloid. That was a small little pimple that turned into a big bump. Huge bump. It started off as a pimple. I got a mosquito bite. And it turned into that. I got one right here. I got one right there. I got one right there. I got one right there. And I had one on my leg where I got bit by a dog as a kid. I had to get surgery to get that one shrank down. But these, they itch all the time. My biggest concern is getting something like that on my face. Because remember, it started as a pimple. And it turned into that. Where's the other one? Other one? It's right there. You see that? That's not my nipple. It's close to my nipple, but that's a keloid. Okay? See that? I don't want that on my face, y'all. See that? I don't want them on my face. See that? I don't want them on my face. They be thinking, they be so mad. They be so mad, y'all. When they see, cause we make it look good. We do. I'm telling you, when you see a bearded dude, and it ain't like it's no Rick Ross thick beard, but like when you see him with a nice beard, nicely, and it's nice shape, you're like, why can't I have a beard? I want a beard. Everyone should have a beard. You don't need to have that beard. What's wrong with you? Shave. Do it. Blend in. Fit in or fit out. Like, bro, it's not about that. It's literally, I don't want to have that big thing on my face. What you gonna do if I gotta live with that on my face? Because I've been cutting myself and I done injured myself and now my body done formed a huge scar on my face. That's disgusting. Look at that. Why? Why would you make me have to do this? Does it really impact the professionalism? Like, I can just use some clippers and just shave it low. From far away. Maybe it'll look like this. Do this look that unprofessional? Yes. You should have skin smoother than a baby's bottom on your face. No hair. What is the big deal? I don't get it. What is this obsession with shaving all the hair off your face? It's a daily bleeding ritual.
Dad, hurry up. Dad, Mommy's about to start cooking.
Oh, shoot. All right, y'all. I'm going to talk myself out of time. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me. I appreciate y'all. Next time, get in them comments. I might not respond to them, but let me see. Yeah. Ain't nobody comments since 5:45. It's like 6 something. But anyway, that's all right. Y'all have a good one.